Hey, and welcome back to the Dice Tower for our top 100 of all time. I'm Camilla.
I'm Wendy Yi.
I'm Chris Yi.
I'm Joey Evans.
And we are here to bring you our 20 through 11 on our top 100 games of all time, getting down to the last few here. But before we do, we want to talk to you about Dice Tower West, dicetowerwest.com. Guys, today is the last day to get into the discounted room or hotel block. So be sure to go and get your badge. But more so, make sure you get in there and make your hotel reservation for Dice Tower West 2026 so that you can take advantage of that discounted rate and stay at the hotel where you're playing games 24 hours a day.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
It's going to be a great week.
Don't do like the people I heard from Essen, I think it was last year, who booked the hotel, didn't buy a convention ticket.
Oh no.
And then it's
Unfortunate. Yes.
Yeah, don't make that mistake.
Yeah.
Wow, that's brutal.
I mean, I guess
really
you
don't
had... That's better than like showing up and not having a hotel room because you're going to pay more and a lot of places sell out.
Yeah,
So-
I guess worst kind of worst. Like, oh, I made the trip to Germany.
Sleeping bag on the
Yeah.
street.
I guess I'll just go do Germany.
I guess I'll, yeah.
See
it'll
you
be
things in
nice.
Essen?
Somewhere cool,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, dicetowerwest.com. Be sure to check it out to get your badge and your hotel room. Tomorrow, the prices go up.
Don't wait up.
So don't do it. All right. Yes, our top 100 of all time, 20 through 11, will be here today and then doing the finale on Thursday. But for today, let's get started.
All right, number 20 here is a brand new entry to the list. I'm very, very excited about this one. I can't
Did it come
remember
out
which
this
one
year
it
or
was.
last year?
Yes, very, very so this year. Now that I remember what the game is.
I know what this is.
You don't.
If it's brand new this year and it's on your list, it has something to do with cruise ships in space.
Has nothing to do with either of those things. It has to do with toys and battles. This game is called Toy
Battle
Battle.
Toy.
Oh,
so
okay.
close.
Wow.
So close,
Okay,
Joey.
Number 20.
Yeah, number 20. I really like this one. The two-player head-to-head game from Paolo Mori and Alessandro Zucchini. Paolo Mori's great in this two-player head-to-head space, and this one looks very...
Yes.
Yeah, looks very...
Yes, I know where you're going. Yes.
It looks like it's not going to be a very serious game.
I agree.
But I've played this one so many times. This is my most played
You
game
really
of this
have.
year.
Yeah.
I love teaching it to people. I love playing it with people who know it already pretty well. And every turn is just draw tiles or play tiles out on the map and try to connect across to your opponent's base or take enough of those victory point stars.
Well,
I think
there's-
that it's really clean.
There's so many maps in this that you have the opportunity to feel like that game is different every time.
Right.
Yeah. Someone pointed out that all the maps, by the way, correspond to each of the 8 characters. And that kind of blew my mind.
I see.
Like, oh, the swimming pool is the rubber duck. Oh, the Halloween thing this year is the skeletons.
The rainbow one.
Yeah.
What is the one where you lose your power in the middle?
Robot guy.
Oh.
That's his official name.
Yeah, Robo Dude. So anyway, Toy Battle, one of my favorite cool new two-player head-to-head games. Number 20 on the list.
Nice.
Is this your highest two-player? I don't know. I'm not going to ask that.
Not even close.
I didn't think so.
All right, my number 20 is a card game that we've played a ton as a family, and I've played a ton with just lots of different people, and this is Trio. So this is a memory-based game, which I'm not always a fan of that, but I think that it creates this element, especially as you play more than one game in an evening, because they're just very quick games. You start to lose track of where everything is, and that chaos just adds more fun to the game. So in this game, you can just ask someone for their lowest card or their highest card, and they reveal it, and you're just trying to get a match of 3 numbers. And so if you have 2 of the 12s, and I say, hey, Camilla, show me your highest card, and you show me a 12, and I'm like, what's my highest card? What's my highest card? I've got all 3 cards, and you just try to get 3 sets of those. There's a couple other ways to win, too, but it's quick, it's easy, and I just really enjoy how, game after game in an evening, it just becomes just sillier and just more impossible to know where everything is.
Good
This is a
late
good one.
night at a convention kind of
Yeah, I
game.
agree.
Like, show me
Yeah.
your 12. Someone's like, highest card is a 4. You're like, well, misread your hand.
That was close.
All right, my number 20 is Dragon Keepers. This is one that caught me off guard how much I liked it.
Fabulous.
He's so fabulous, isn't he? With that hair. Yes, love him.
Conditioner disease.
This one, clearly Pantene Pro V.
Good pull.
No yes moments.
This is one that I found to be a little bit more difficult of a teach than I think I originally realized when I learned it. It's one that just from the first time I played, like really sung for me. But it's one that is a little bit difficult to teach because you have this weird mechanism in the middle where you're kind of pushing your luck to try to, well, one, you're collecting the dragons, but then two, the backs of those cards are to saying on your turn how many dragons you can play and of what color. And so you can stop drawing at any time up to 3 cards, but then you might want to push it a little bit. But then you also have a chance to mitigate, and then you have to play. And then there's this really neat follow action as well, so you're really engaged the whole time. There's a lot of tension at the table as you're like, oh, come on, if that's red, I can jump in. Oh, it's white, I can't. Oh, wait, they mitigated it back. I can jump back in. So there's a really good player interaction with this as well. So yeah, it was one that instantly I fell really hard for it last year, and I continue to be very, very charmed. A very weeknight, play anytime, anywhere kind of game for me.
Is this higher on your list than it was last year, or is this close to where it was? Do you remember?
It's close to it. It's actually a little lower, and that's because it's 2 places lower, and I have 2 new games. One today and then one Thursday in my top 10.
Wow.
So it's effectively the same.
Yeah.
You know, it just moved down. It didn't move down. It just got bumped.
Oh, you really like this. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is good. This is on my list as well.
What? It is?
Well, it's like 86. You were here.
Oh, I might have been sick that day.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
That's every day.
At least it's on his list.
All right. Okay. Just kidding. No comments. All right. My number 20 is another one that you do like.
Hi.
This is a worker placement game. It is great. Just had a big box come out.
Oh, I love this one.
It is Lost
Ruins of
Ruins
Arnak.
of Arnak. Yes.
I was going to guess. I'm sorry.
Has this been on
What
your
is
list
it?
yet, Milla?
What?
Has this been on your list yet?
It's not, no.
Okay.
You were there.
It's not on your list?
See, I'm just throwing it back. I'm just passing it
I
down
don't
the
remember
line.
all
It's better
all
be on
80 of
Camilla's
the
list.
games so far.
This one is, I mean, you all know the game. It's, worker placement. It got so much going on. And then the new box adds just opening it, you're like, oh, so much more fun stuff. And when the leaders came out, they give asymmetric. That was game changing for me. I'm like, this is wonderful.
It really did just round the game out, didn't it?
It just made it so much depth. And then, also, it's like infinitely upgradable. I keep upgrading the compasses. I'm like, no, this one's better. This one's better. This one's better. And then eventually people are just going to have huge compasses. You know? You're going to have
real ones. I'm going to go to
real
Army
ones,
surplus store and just be like, here you go.
Are these just props from Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade?
Be like,
Well,
yes,
which one have you
yes,
settled
they are.
on?
Which one?
Which one
compass?
have you
compass.
settled on? Like, what's your favorite compass?
Oh, the ones from Etsy, the ones that have the little bubbles on them. They actually do
Yes,
move.
the glass?
Yeah, they're so
yeah.
good. Yeah, and this one is just so fun. Look at the cards, everything, the artwork on it, everything comes together well, and the different boards. There's so much to love about this. This itself, if I could pick a game that this game will keep me busy for a long time, it's this one.
Yep,
You know, it's got so much depth to it. So anyway, this is Lost Ruins of Arnak, my number 20.
My number 19 is a game that's been mentioned by a few people here. I don't remember everyone. Sorry, Mel,
No,
I don't
you should
remember
know.
all 80 of your games so
Why are
far.
you guys looking at me? He's the one that
You're
threw
about to
shade.
get.
Are you kidding?
Were you sick?
Yes.
Is a cooperative trick-taking game called The Crew. This has been up here in my top 20 to 11 for years and years now. This is the lowest space that it's been in, but it's kind of one of those things like newer games popping in a little bit here and there.
You hate it.
Yeah, it's true. It's pretty much junk at this point. There's a Lord of the Rings one that has more theme to it. Just a little bit more theme.
Yeah.
That's my favorite talking point. Everyone talks about how much they love this game. It really, for some people it's the trick-taking game they like. For some people it's the one that really started them, digging them deeper into the well. It's one that they can teach to people that don't normally like it. And then everyone goes, but we all know the theme's barely there, right?
right.
Yeah.
We just stopped reading it.
Oh,
It's like, let's go right. You have to do 9 tricks. They have to be in this order.
No, we kept reading them more and more deadly serious every time.
yeah.
You have theme music in the background.
Yes. The oxygen sensors are broken. You need to collect 3 sevens.
That'll fix it.
It will.
Anyway, I love this game so much.
We're up to 48. We just started 48 last week. I'm going to finish
close.
it.
Nice.
I
See?
know.
Wow.
So I'm
I
going
don't
to do
think
it.
I
This is
finished
on the
this one, and then I went
original
back
one.
to the C one, and I don't think I've gone back to this one since I finished the campaign.
You finished the campaign? We must be very
awesome.
bad at this.
Yeah, we haven't finished the Deep Sea campaign.
No.
We've played it like a few times, and I want to play it more, but we went through the entirety of the original one, just 2-player, and then like a
I
bunch
thought you were
of
going
other
to say
missions.
in 2 days, and I was like, it wasn't that quick. But I ate it up, man. I was like, this is all I want to play
It's
for a
so
while.
good. Yeah, I agree.
That's a good one. All right. My number, what are we on, 19? This is the only dinosaur game on my list that I can remember. And I think it's also one of the lightest or like shortest playtime games on my list.
Oh.
And this
I
is
like this
Draftosaurus.
one.
Yes.
This is a really good one.
This one I absolutely love. In fact, I think we just played this last week. Absolutely adore this game. So you're collecting dinosaurs in your little dinosaur park, and every little pen has a different rule that you have to follow. And there's one pen that has to do with your neighbor, and so you're looking at your neighbor and being like, hey, what do you have a lot of? I want some of that. And I just love that there's just 2 little sides of the board. There's expansions. I feel like the expansions are fine. Honestly, I wish that it was expanded by just having more boards that you could flip over and use. But I love it, and sometimes I want to play summer, and sometimes I want to play winter. And you just handfuls of dinosaurs around in a circle.
But do you ever play epic mode, where you play summer and then winter?
And 7 minutes later, you have an ultimate winner. It really is like so quick. I like doing that back
you
and
really
forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. It's one that I play quite a bit. I think because of that quick play time and that quick teach, it's the definition of a filler game.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I love that.
Especially because I don't know, our daughter's really big on family time right now. And if she doesn't have mom time and dad time and family time all in one day, she's like, I just missed out today. I felt so lonely. I was like, okay, kid. So 15 minutes of family time is like, we're going to throw some dinosaurs in a circle and like check off that box.
That's all you get, kid.
Very nice.
Wendy's a better parent than she's sent. We got to check those boxes.
It's like, will you shut up now?
It's keep her complacent.
Yes. No.
All right, my number 19 is a campaign game, and it's a follow-up to Tidal Blades 1. It's called Tidal Blades 2.
Good.
Rise of the Unfolders. Is
that the name of it?
It is.
Didn't know that.
Really?
I don't know.
It's Tidal
What's an
Blades.
unfolder?
The unfolder, so that you have the fold, and it's, do you really want to know? Like,
Only
I
slightly.
can tell you. Okay. I was like, are you really asking? Or are you
Wait,
just...
is this the Dungeon Crow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is the Dungeon Crawl one, not
Yes.
the
Oh,
Dice
that's
competitive.
the
Okay.
unfolder. I can tell now from
No,
the picture.
that's the Nexus. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Okay, so
You
no,
distill the unfolder.
You are done. This is my number 19. It's fabulous. Go play
It's
it.
so good.
Not with these 3.
I-
I really like the mechanism of what you're seeing there on the screen
so
behind is
good.
the Nexus. How you're
Yes.
playing a card out into this grid, and then you get to trigger either that entire row or that entire column. So you're building these really neat combos, and when the cards are more powerful than the printed ones on the board. So when you put that 3rd card down in a row, you have like 3 major powers, and it just leads to some great moments that you're really trying to just combo your board and just like be ready, set up. I'm ready for this massive attack as soon as it's time. Oh, here it is, boom, done. It feels good. I think each mission and scenario feels very different. Some of them are a race, some of them are a big boss battler, some of them are like more timed. It has a lot of variety to it, and it's such a colorful world for a dungeon crawler as well. I absolutely adore this game. Number 19, Tidal Blades 2.
The board unfolds, right?
It's the board is a
This one is
killing me.
I really want to try this one.
This one's
Well,
very.
you can't unless you know what an unfolder is. I'm done. I'm gonna go this way.
Don't even know. I just
Go
know.
do my research online.
For mine, it's like Tidal Blades, only one you should play.
Oh, you don't like the first one?
The first one I think was fine. That's why I was like, I played this with you, and I was
Yeah.
so surprised how clever it is. That middle part about, it's
Yeah.
really good and something you don't see in Dungeon Crawl.
I really liked the first one a lot. Obviously, it was my top 100.
Squishy
But the one that really missed for me was the Banner Festival. I did not
yeah,
like
the
that
jet ski
one.
one.
That's
Yeah.
the only one
Yeah.
I've played.
Yeah, it was a little
Really?
Yeah.
I
It's a
didn't
fun
like
little
that
card
one.
game, but
I
it's weird to
disagree.
be in the Tidal
It's weird to be
Blades
Tidal
world.
Blades, yeah.
That's weird. That's your starting point.
Yeah.
Well, you can only go up from here.
That's true.
That's true.
Have you watched Terminator? 1 or 2? The Sarah Jane Chronicles? Just that TV
Start with the
series?
series. All right, my number 19 is I love this game. It is Gizmos.
Oh,
Gizmos.
that makes me
I
happy.
love
Wow.
Gizmos. And I forget how much I love it until it's like I'm sitting there at a retreat or convention. I'm like, how do you gonna play? Let's grab Gizmos.
Yeah,
You know, if they haven't played it, first of all I'm offended. Then
Yes.
second of all, I go grab it out, and it's just so tactile. Those little grab the marbles, and it is the perfect engine builder in the way that you really start rolling, and then someone's like, I'm about to end the game. You're like, don't. This is about to get really good. You know? I'm like, I'm going to get 40 marbles. I can hold 6. You know? There's so much going on with building that engine. This is, again, it blows my mind that there are not expansions for this. I
know.
I mean, it's just like, come on, you're leaving money on the table. It's like, give me more stuff. I want just more cards, whatever, you know? Promos, something.
I feel like this is the one that I never think of until I'm at the convention and I walk
Yes.
by and see someone play it and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah,
You know,
right?
it like always makes you double take. You're like, oh man, it's been so long. Yeah.
Yes.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I mean, and then just
Marbles.
like, I want more marbles. The ones with toothpaste in them. You know those clear ones with the toothpaste stuff?
Oh, the little
Yeah.
swirl thing.
What are you
No idea?
talking about? Oh,
Marbles?
I know what you're talking
you know
about.
Toothpaste marbles.
Right.
don't
Why do
call
you
them
want those? in
toothpaste.
this?
Because they're cool.
And they're minty fresh.
I always call them
Gizmos.
cat's eye marbles.
That's a better name.
Yeah.
That's called marbles.
All right. So Gizmos is my 19.
Uh, 18 for me is one of those big, heavy Euro games. This one is called Golem. This I love.
Also marbles.
Also marbles. That's true.
Is
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
Don't lose them.
Yeah. Do you know about this one?
I do
Drew?
not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait
That
till-
cover
wait till you
does
see the
not say
board.
marbles.
Oh, wait till you see the board. Though.
Really? A lot of marbles?
Uh,
It's got color. It's got more
Yeah,
color
it's-
than a lot of Euro games.
it's true. Dark
Where?
color.
I have a
middle
question.
color, and blue color.
You get one question.
Concerning the marbles.
So there's a dispenser on the side. It's actually a synagogue. You roll all the marbles into it, and it's basically like having dice that you roll, and then you do like a dice draft. But it's
Okay.
marbles, right? It comes out of these tracks and these
Happens all
5
at
different
once.
actions. And so it's just really neat because the color that you draft, how many marbles are in that row, and what action they correspond to. And so you're trying to advance on these tracks and stuff. That is mostly what you see here on the screen, though there's more to the board. It's just a very good game. Too many facets to like briefly all describe at once. Oh, there we go. There's the synagogue
So you
at
have
the
to
top left.
Google Earth to get the full full board.
Back out.
Yeah,
back
let's
out.
zoom out a little
A
bit.
little more.
But yeah, Simona Luciani,
Oh, I see the
fantastic
No, I think your wife
designer.
would really like this.
Really?
Because she
Oh,
likes some
would.
of the Luciani games.
She does.
And yeah.
If you like heavy Euro games that have a lot of comboing actions that you have to
Yes.
combo to make work, this is so satisfying.
Really?
And some of the tracks aren't tracks, but instead you get to like upgrade and reveal parts of your golem. And you're, like,
Really?
building a golem. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's really
No,
good,
it's a
man.
good one.
Great cover, though.
I don't think this one's on my top 100. We haven't played it in a long time.
Oh, we haven't, yeah. We
Yeah.
probably should.
We should.
Pull it back
I
out.
think that if I pulled it back out, it might make it back on. Okay, my number 18 is a hot brand new game from this year. I actually have 2 on today's list that are brand spanking new. This one is one that I didn't know a ton about. It came out with another game, and I was all excited about the other game, and then that actually flopped for me, and this one was a big win. So this is Scarbray. This is just resources upon resources upon resources. You're doing tons of cool things on your actions, and I love that this has like an interesting. Does it look cool? Do you see how many resources?
Just a lot of resources. That's what I'm saying. I was like,
Each
wow,
one of
that's
those
a lot.
containers
of
has 2 or 3
resources.
different resources
Yeah.
in it. Like,
Yeah.
just makes me happy. All the little pieces. But this also
kidding.
has like a storage element. And so as you collect resources, you actually increase your storage capacity, but that's a bad thing.
Oh.
You start losing points if you have too much storage capacity. But when you empty stuff out, it doesn't just suddenly disappear. It's like if you build a barn, you know, and you're like, oh, I have to spend all this money to build a barn. Like, you have that barn now. It's negative debt points because you had to get a loan to get it, right? And then you don't just, it doesn't just disappear when you empty it out. So you have to like work to reduce that capacity throughout the game.
It's like if you had to keep and pay for every storage unit you've ever had over the course of your life. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, man. Still paying $68
Horrible.
a month back in Las Vegas.
For an empty storage unit, yeah. Yeah. Oh, but I love this one so much. It's so good.
Super good. This is way high for you. I think it was in my like 80s or something.
It is way high for me, but I like it. I want to play it more, and I think I think it'll stick around if I keep playing it more. If I don't keep playing it and it kind of falls by the wayside, I can see it slipping down. But right now,
You're
loving
really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So hot.
Right. Well, good. All right. My number 18 is the beigest game on my list. It's Genotype.
Yeah, that counts.
It's so beige.
This is high up.
But it is done well. It is beige done right. And I consider this game to be like accidental learning. It is like gene sequencing and stuff like that, from back in the day when they're doing the research on the pea plants, and you're a researcher who are ultimately just going through and trying to get the right traits on your pea plants in order to maximize your scoring. It's because I said pea.
Yes, keep saying
I'm a child.
It's okay. Yeah.
I'm actually growing green beans and black beans right now in my garden, so this makes me happy.
Yeah, Joey, don't pee your
Not quite
plants.
bees, but
So yeah, I like that this one. I feel like it has a really good balance of strategy and luck mitigation, because ultimately it's going to be a dice game where you're going to roll the dice to have these different genomes out there that you need to fulfill on your pea plants. But you can mitigate those as well. So on your turn, you can use your actions to either get money or to hire an assistant, or you can do it to actually put your research into these different pea plants and guarantee or more mitigate to push the dice in the direction that you need for your plants. So it has a really good push and pull. I like it a lot.
that's awesome.
It's a good one.
It's a good
It's a really
game.
good one.
It is.
Okay.
Joey, you're able to
Good?
compose
You
yourself.
ready?
I feel like you're avoiding saying it for
You're
a
like
while.
a 7-year-old boy right now.
You're like, I'm not going to say anymore. He's a child. All right.
Pea pods.
My number 18 does not have any pea plants. But it is, it's funny how people say there's like superhero fatigue in games. When this game came out, I was kind of agreeing with them. Like, no, I think it's Marvel fatigue, because this is superheroes, but not Marvel.
Okay, hold on. So it's superheroes and no peas? I know exactly what game this is.
Yes.
What is it?
It's gonna be at 5-1.
Flying
It's,
Freedom
it is
Five.
the 5-1. Flying 5 is what it is.
Fivers,
Freedom
whatever.
5.
There it is. Yeah.
Freedom
Five or
5.
five below.
5 or something like that. I bounced hard off this one.
Really?
Anyway, I did. Yeah.
Horrible. Nope. Lack of pea plants. This right here is, again, it's
That's a busy board.
Sentinels of Multiverse.
it is.
Yes, but it's colorful. Sentinels of Multiverse, the heroes are put in there. This is like Marvel
needs.
Champions meets Pandemic type of thing. One negative on this is it takes a while to set up, which is like at cons, people are like, hey, I can play that. I'm like, well, you set it up, and I'll sit down and do it with you. But this, I like it because everything in there feels... It has like a built-in nostalgia from when Sentinels, when I played that a lot several years ago. This is the next iteration of that, So I really enjoy this. I end up getting all the expansions for it. I haven't played through all of them, but it's fun. It's enjoyable. It's fairly light. It's very quick as far as choosing your actions, then using your different, identity. You switch the card. I enjoy this a lot, and anyway, it's different than jumping in the DC and Marvel universe. So I never played the one it's built on as the Defenders of the Realm or whatever. So I never played that. But in this one, I really do enjoy it a lot. So Freedom 5 is my number 18.
Is this your highest superhero game?
It is not.
Now I want to know.
No, it is not. But it is 18. Freedom 5.
Is it a Marvel or a Batman? Or Batman's the only DC that matters. No, I'm just kidding.
Marvel or
Is it Marvel
Batman.
or
That's
DC?
really nice on a comic. Oh, Marvel or Batman. Superman's like, someone's getting a pea plant
he's
for
OP.
Christmas.
Flash is just crying over on the other side of the world. Good going, Wendy.
Fine. Freedom 5. 18.
Joe, remember when you asked me if Toy Battle was my favorite two-player game?
Can I guess it?
You can guess it.
Is it an IP?
No.
Oh, you said you were gonna guess it. Not you.
Well,
Is it by
I'm
Salt
not- I have no
Questions?
idea.
Is it by Salt and Pepper?
No.
Have I played it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was on your list, sir.
Was it?
Blitzkrieg.
Oh.
Just guess Blitzkrieg. Guess it was Blitzkrieg.
Yes.
Joey, go ahead and
This
guess
is an IP. Blitzkrieg.
World War II.
was 20 minutes.
To the IP.
That was an IP. Very successful
They would
one.
make
So
a
he gets
killing.
confused. He thinks all IPs are historical.
I now
fiction.
own World War II.
Yeah.
I love this one. I also love Caesar, and it's hard for me to kind of like pick between the two, and I don't know why. They're not even that related to games, but this is the one that makes my top 100. This is the one I want to come to for if I'm going to choose between the two for a two-player game. I love just the idea of like the chit pull and that limited information. I love how you want to prioritize different things, but you're always like, oh, if I do this, then I'm opening up this possibility. but your opponent might not have that, so it's reading them, it's reading the board state. So much about this is so fun, and it really lives up to that promise of 20 minutes.
Yes, it
a
does.
lot of gameplay packed in a short time. So yeah, I love this one. Good guess, Joey.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Y'all can play together.
I approve of that. We will.
All right, my number 17. I know I talked to Mombasa last video about how I really liked the idea of having kind of a stock market that everyone adds into different companies, and then you're just kind of the stocks that you own is what determines what your score is. So in Airlines Europe, you're doing that same kind of thing. You're building up different airlines, but everyone's kind of working together to build those airlines, but whoever is the most stock in the best airlines is the one who wins. And I absolutely adore this one. This is one that we played with family for years. Chris's stepdad is really into airplanes. He just finds them really fascinating. And so this is one that is way up his alley because of that, but that I also love it because of all the Euro stock market mechanics that are involved in it.
I think this might be one of the first games we played together, like within the first 3.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. It was like this one, Meeple Land, and
Meeple Land was later. That was like
was a
the
little
5th or
bit later.
6th. Yeah.
okay. You have a better memory than me, which you
Gizmos was the first I played with Wendy, and I want to say this is the first one I played with both of you guys together.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
What was our first game?
we haven't played together ever.
That's true.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
keep
probably
it that
true.
way.
Got you. You tried to trick her.
I know.
You can't trick the
Give-
trickster,
can't give
Joey.
me.
She just knows I'm
Oh,
anti-P
no.
plans. So I'll play her games.
But yeah, I love Airlines Europe.
All right, my number 17 is a crossover in this section of the list with Joey. Guesses. Not Freedom 5.
Lost Ruins.
It is Lost Ruins of Arnak. This is so good. I pretty much wasted all my comments on when you
That's
up
true.
here.
That's true.
I feel like this one has. It almost feels like an engine builder because it is a deck builder, but in those cards, those synergies that you're building, at the end of the game, you can have a hand or a deck, of like 10 or 12 cards and draw them all depending on how you've built your deck.
Well, because you start with so few.
You start with so
Yeah.
few. And so I love that it has this deck building feel, but it almost feels like this engine because you're like, I know I'm going to do this, which leads to that card. If I draw another card, oh, good, it's the one I needed, which is going to allow this, and blah, blah, blah. And it just is so satisfying to play it out. I think that the Leaders expansion, Expedition Leaders, is pretty
Critical?
pretty critical, yeah, pretty necessary if you're going to play it more than 10 times. But I would still play it without.
Does that expansion have the unique track, or is that a different
It does.
expansion?
It has, yeah, no, it has that as well.
because I like
Yeah.
having the different tracks.
So
I just
I
like being
like
the
that you
falconer.
can play around with that. You like the Falconer. You're like,
I
I don't
just
care,
really
just the
like the
Falconer.
Falconer,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I enjoy that has another expansion which brought campaign and cooperative mode, or it's just more stuff and again has more tracks and more boards and things like that. So I like that as well. Yeah, I like to mix it up every time I play, and I'm never disappointed. That's Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Good pick. I approve.
Thank you.
My number 17 is by the esteemed designer known, of course, for Viking Seesaw, but people don't know he did other games, and this is actually in those. This is by Reiner Knizia. It is Raw. Raw is an auction game, and again, I just played when the new iteration of this came out. The components are gorgeous on this, right?
You know what, the 25th century
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Specifically.
yeah. The
So
new
pretty,
printing.
and it's just everything's
Yeah.
so big. And I love the house rule on this. The whole thing is you can pull or you can invoke Raw. If you actually put that Raw token in the bag, and that way everybody starts the exact same time. They reach in, either pull one out, or you just pull it and say, I invoke Raw. It
That
just adds
huge
that
statue.
that huge statue. You just slam it down, and it's like, there we go. It just adds that, adds an element to it. This is good because, again, it's a bidding game, but then you're also wanting to... Because when you bid, you get rid of that token, you give it to someone else. There's a lot that goes into this. It's simple to learn. And I think this has a lot of depth for what is not that heavy of a game, probably a mid-weight game, if that.
Yeah.
So again, the components on the new one are fantastic. I think it looks great. And Raw and Right actually also still good. I don't think we reviewed it here yet, but I love it. Anyway, it's Raw. It is my 17. Z loves that house rule, just so we all
I say,
know.
but is it a rule?
It's
Or
a
it's a play style, more like, hey, this is how
house
you know?
play style sounds weird.
House
Yeah,
play-
I
yeah,
should
house
do it.
rule just sounds like
Fine.
the way we do it.
I call it a rule. If you don't do it, you have to leave.
Okay, then it's a rule.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a rule.
In Joey's
Now I
house.
know.
Like, don't double dip, and you got to put the raw token in the
Can you
bag.
imagine being the one player who obstinately is like, I will not put the raw token in the bag. At the start of my turn, I will pull it out every turn. I'm not invoking raw. just to clarify, this turn just like with every other turn.
Until they do, then what?
All right, I'm kidding around. Number 16 for me is old standby Las Vegas Royale. I love this dice chucking game. It's like the simplest version of dice placement and majority. This is a game that I'll use to teach. I'll teach pretty much anybody this game. They can get it.
You taught me this one.
See,
Even
anyone
Joey.
can get it.
Oh,
Did you
it
like
disappeared. I did. It does not match the cover. Because you see that cover, you're like, this is about to be an elegant game.
Still didn't answer the
like,
question, though. Did you like it?
I did like it. Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
Have you played it?
I did. I don't like it at all.
Oh.
I close to despise it.
That was also another game we taught you.
Do you like any Vegas-based games?
Do you like
I mean,
Vegas?
I've only played like 2. No, I don't like Vegas.
Any form of gambling?
Anyway, your pick.
Yeah.
It's not about my taste right now. It's about yours.
But yeah, no, I love this one. Very simple, and this was on Wendy's list before. And one of the things she pointed out, when there's a tie for majority somewhere, all the tied players get yoinked off the board, and someone who like put out one die was like, maybe they get that payment. It feels so satisfying. So yeah, this
To
is
be
a
that
game.
one person.
Oh, absolutely.
Because people are angry.
I love it. Yeah, and this edition has like the little mini games you can play with or without. Any version of this that you can find, highly recommended. I love it. Las Vegas.
And that cover is pretty dapper.
It's very fancy.
That's modern Vegas. That's like every
Yeah.
dinner here is going to cost you $48 minimum Vegas.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I prefer here's $6, eat all the prime rib you possibly can fit in
90s
your
Vegas.
jeans. Vegas.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. All right, number 16 for me is a route building game, and this is Hansa Teutonica. This is a game that has cool engine building, but also the interaction in it I really love. So as you're building out routes, you don't complete a whole section usually in one turn. You often have to put out 1 or 2 cubes, and then someone else can come in and they can be like, I'm blocking your route, so you can't finish it. But you can finish it. You just have to pay more, and then the extra blocks that you pay, that player actually gets to put other places on the board. And so it's like this positive interaction as you get in each other's way. And you always have this choice of, do I want to take over a city, or do I want to use the special action when I complete a route on the fancy cities that have actions. And so it's just like that ultimate choice if you're like, I can engine build this way, or I can engine build this way. Which way do I want to engine build? It's just great. And this plays at 5 beautifully. You know, you have those games that 5 players just a slog, never want to play it that way. Now this one's great at 5.
Oh, I wouldn't have expected
Yeah.
And it's a looker.
that. It has a
That's
cover.
the main reason why I like it.
Hansa Teutonica. Hansa Teutonica.
That cover's a little bit better than the last cover. I don't know.
Yeah. A little better.
All right, my number 16, I think, is a looker. We'll see. This is Destinies. I love this kind of grim, dark, kind of spooky world here. I've recently played
Dark Quarter?
Yeah, Dark Quarter. Thank you, Dark Quarter, which is a very similar system. But I think I keep coming back to Destinies. That's the one that I just want to explore and play more of. This is going to be a competitive game,
Right.
with an app assisted, and it's so satisfying to upgrade your character throughout. But what really, really sells me on this is the player interaction without doing anything, if that makes sense. So it's not your turn and you're not doing anything, but you have to listen to the story because little clues about your personal destiny might come to light. And the other player who's, reading out loud here, they're like, well, that was a fun story, but you're like I think you said on your pick, you're like, no, it's a silver knife.
Yeah.
Silver.
Yes.
And you're like, oh,
I
that's
want it.
interesting. And you just start booking over there, and they don't know what part of their story it was that you were after.
You're trying to not show that you wanted
Right,
that thing. You're
exactly.
like, please don't finish that.
So you're very engaged even when it's not your turn on trying to piece together your own destiny and ultimately be the winner of each scenario. So I just find this to be a very satisfying experience together in a competitive gameplay, which I think is unique for this style of games. I mean, you're looking at Chronicles of Crime,
Right.
you're looking at Dark Quarter, anything like that. So turns it on its head just a little bit.
You made this list before you played Dark Quarter, right?
Yes,
Okay, but otherwise you would have kept this the same probably, right?
I would have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious. All right. My number 16 is a 2-player game, and it is actually a 2-player game that I actually played. I played this I played a lot. I even played it on the cruise on an island I played it with Sean. Sean brought it, and then I think Chris played it. It's Duel from Middle-earth, The Lord of the Rings. I love this game. It plays so well, and it's one of those when you see on the table just the acrylic part of that little chase happening. He is running, the ring wraith is running after Frodo and Sam, and they're trying to run that ring to Mordor. There's so many different ways to focus. What things to focus on in this game, and there's also so many ways to win or lose. You have to keep everything going, and every time I feel like the game ends differently. Because like you will lose or win due to a different condition. You'll get all the races to join you. You'll get the area control at the top. You'll actually make it to the end of the track. There's so much going on in this game, and it's such a small box. This game is, I love it. It's probably, I don't know if it's my highest 2-player. I believe so, but it's one of my go-tos as far as, it's not my highest 2-player. But it is one of my go-tos there.
And this is your preferred Seven Wonders game?
It is.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think same for me at this point. I love the original
Really?
so much, but of the duels, I'm going to lean towards this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Lord of the Rings, Duel for Middle-earth, 16.
Do you remember when you asked me if Toy Battle was my highest 2-player
I
game?
think it's all 2-player games.
No, this one's not.
Oh.
I just like leading off. Anyway, this is a game I do prefer probably at 2 players, though. This is Unmatched Adventures.
Oh.
So the Unmatched series of games, I like them a lot, right? Any character, just mix and match duel.
As you should.
Or you can play it with even like 3 or 4 player battles, but kind of 2 players the best. I love the cooperative one, though. This is the one that when it came out really just elevated the whole system, because now you can use any character competitively or in this great co-op setting. For sake of time, I do prefer it with 2 players.
Yep.
I have also soloed it a ton, and I've played a lot with 4. Got to try a demo of the new Ninja Turtles one that's coming out,
Treat.
and it was very fun.
Oh, you liked it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's very much like the original one, right? But
Yeah,
with Ninja Turtle
it was.
characters and stuff. Just
Is
a
it a
little
whole
bit
bunch of
more.
different little mini bosses that you add into, just like this one?
Yep. Yeah. So you have the big bads, and then you have the little
Minion
minions
kind of
on
ones.
the side.
Yeah.
And I don't know. More will be said on it when it actually comes out. But I had a good first blush of it. I just like the system so much. You throw any IP or any characters into it, I'm probably gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
So yeah, love this one.
Or non-IP. Just throw something in there. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna play Donatello with Nikola Tesla. Like,
Yes.
as soon as I possibly can.
sure.
As they should. That was the best episode growing up.
That's cool. All right, my number 15 is a Phil Walker Harding game, so second one of this batch, I guess, because you had Gizmos. And this is Barren Park. So this is a fabulous polyomino game where you have to cover up little pictures on your board as you place out your polyominoes, and that will let you get more of those pieces so that you can place them out on future turns. So you're always trying to make sure you cover up something. And you're just trying to fill your Barren Park full of cool things, and there's different objectives that you can work through. I think this was on your list already, Chris, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. But I love that you're racing for a few different objectives here and there, so you're trying to get stuff out, but you're also trying to complete your whole board. And so there's just tons of stuff, and I love polyominoes, and I love just placing things out. It just makes me happy. And the bears are cute.
So I finally played this. It took me, I feel like, a very, very long time to get to it. Yeah, I finally played it at World Series or the retreat, one of the two. I don't know.
Oh,
Kind
like
of all-
just
like
recently.
just recently
Really?
played it. Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I thought it was perfectly pleasant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was perfectly pleasant.
It's not too flashy of a polyomino game, but it's, for me, just like the right level of clean that I want for it. Simpler than like New York Zoo, which I know is on your list.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
oh.
and this has just been, it's just been around for so long for me.
I
So it
think
just
I was-
has that like deep place, you know?
Yeah, and I think I was too late to it. I'm like,
Yeah.
at this point, years later, I'm like,
that
okay.
could be
See
it.
it a lot.
I think
Yeah,
that's
like
what I
I've
was
seen a
like. That
lot
was
of
a
these
pleasant
maneuvers.
game, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I can see that. But yeah, I adore Barren Park.
Very nice. All right, my number 15 has been as high as number 2. So it has been falling, I think, partly just because it is a little more difficult to play, but I think it is a game that plays well at higher player counts, and this is going to be The Others. This is a one versus all game where one is playing as a deadly sin and everyone else are the heroes who are trying not to get too corrupted in this sin and complete some objective. I think it is really fun in like the uniqueness of each of the sins. you have each of the sins, and that sin has a different way that it's kind of infecting the heroes as they're out there trying to ultimately complete the objectives. And that's what's unique as well, is it is going to play and feel kind of like Zombicide or Massive Darkness or something like that, but it's not just about defeating the sin. It's about completing the objectives, and you have to maintain that focus. So you have that feel of this, like, big, epic dungeon crawl, like, slay all the bad guys. But I like that that's not the ultimate goal either. You have other things that you're focusing on. So, yeah.
The others things
a good
you
one.
focus on?
Sure. My number 15.
This is good. I really like this. I only played it a couple times, but I do like it a lot. My number 15 is a larger game, but a simple rule set. This is Foundations of Rome. Foundations of Rome stays with me. Again, it's one of those that now Metropolis is out, so it's a smaller in your calyx, I guess. But this one, again, it just looks impressive when you go out there and build it. And I think it's a great game, and it's amazing how much this is still getting played at every retreat, every convention. You see this come out, and I always walk by and I'd love to look at this, because you're like, I built that, and there's some blocking in there, which always really leads to some fun moments. That person's trying to put out a Coliseum, you're like, this is a good place for a fountain. They just got to work around it. And even that, everything is so well thought out. The scoring, you can look at your kind of board there and score from there. Population, everything about this is great. I really, really enjoy this game.
You know what? This is just a me thing, but for how much this game gets played, we don't lose very many pieces on it because those trays, like what you're missing when you put it together.
Yes. Right.
And so people are like, oh, where's that missing piece? Let me find it.
Right.
I agree.
But it's also, like you were saying, it's so clever in the way it actively helps you score the game too.
Yes.
It's really, it's about storage, it's about cleaning up, it's about keeping it organized, and it enhances the gameplay.
It does.
It's so clever that it can do all those things.
But genuinely, Metropolis does all of those things too, the way they manufacture the tray, even
Right.
for just the cardboard ones, which I think is neat.
Yeah, but if you walk by and someone's playing it, you keep on walking. Visually.
Don't stop at my table,
No,
then.
I mean, visually. If you walk by and you see Foundations of Rome, that's one of those double take kind of moments.
Yeah.
absolutely.
For sure. So yeah.
It is cool to see that flex of a game that's a lighter rule set for people. Yeah. So anyway, Foundations of Rome, 15.
Number 14 for me is a game that has been on multiple people's lists. I don't think everyone's yet, but this is a game about distilling alcoholic spirits, and it's called
Baron
Distilling.
Park.
It's called Fermented.
So close.
How do you visit national
Who's
parks?
not had? I think it's just Joey that hasn't had it, right?
Have you played this one,
Or
Joey?
have you?
I have, yes.
No, I had
Okay.
it.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I'm the only non-alcoholic at the table.
Yeah, I guess so. we joke about all the different terms and stuff, but I really love that this game is so thematic and has that kind of that accidental or intentional educational value to it. I was like, oh, cool. I like that I gleaned a lot of things from this, but then I also walked away learning more about this whole stumbled away from this with a whole bunch of new knowledge and stuff. Right. Very simple market game, and then you go through that distilling phase where there's a little bit of luck, that little bit of excitement and tension. You're like, oh yes, the stuff that burned out during the distilling process was, the junk that I threw in there. Junk, but
Yeah, I know, right?
I put extra stuff in
Chris
there.
sticks a tire in it.
Disconnected
flavor.
foot. Yeah, we're good here. But I love this one so much. I think it's such a great game, and for me, the epitome of what a thematic game can be.
Yeah.
Especially in a Euro market game like this. So Distilled, my number 14.
And I love that the focus on, and I mean, obviously it's called Distill, but is on that distillation process. It's a game about alcohol and making alcohol. It's not about how drunk do you get? Or the hangover the next day. I like that it's
the craft behind it.
Yeah, the craft and the
is a great
science
word.
and
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really fantastic take on the theme.
Yeah. It's not
Yep.
Red Dragon Inn. Yeah, it's actually complete opposite.
Oh, that's great. All right, my number 14 is my second Shem Phillips game of the day, and this is Hadrian's Wall. I think this is my favorite roll and write as well. Yeah, I don't think I have another roll and write on here.
Though not a Shem Phillips design. Bobby Hill is the designer on this one.
Oh, you're right.
Garfield
It's Garfield
games.
As a
games.
Garfield,
Yeah.
though, right.
I always say Shem Phillips for all the Garfield games, even if Sam McDonald or any of the other guys.
Poor
Bobby
Bobby.
Hill. Poor Bobby. Sorry. Anyways, Hadrian's Wall. I adore this game. This is one of those roll and writes where you start with a lot of stuff and you just keep making things. You keep trading in your little workers for more workers, and you're like, wait, how is it that I still have so much to do on a turn, even though I've already done so much already? And so it's just this feeling of excess and just so much, and I love it. And so I was really excited about the Anarchy, which is that follow-up game that also came out with Scarbray, and that one was a huge flop for me.
That's the one that
I will always come back to this
Make me
and
sad.
play this a ton. Yeah, this is great.
It's also super stressing me out because I forgot. I didn't forget there was a roll and write, but just like watching Tom push his finger on that, I thought he was like bending the board. And that video, I was like,
just
I'm like
paper.
dying inside. I'm like, it's fine, it's a roll and write.
It was just paper. Yeah. This one's so good.
This is good. This was my 8 last year. This is really good. Still
Has
my
it been
list.
on your list?
It has been.
It
yeah.
has been,
Still
right?
on
Yeah,
my list, but
okay.
Yeah, it went pretty far.
It
Didn't it?
did.
was
It
one of
felt-
those. I think you call them big droppers.
Yeah, Big Droppers. Gladiator dropped it on me.
You don't laugh at that, you laugh at P.
You just have to play the Gladiator,
Piece of
Joey.
play.
Once you've played it twice, you get it, and it makes sense.
What's that?
You just have to play it.
I know. The
You want
Gladiators?
your Gladiator
have to
to
not be
win
afraid of them.
and then die. You want it to like die in glorious battle. That's how the
Or
Gladiators
die
work.
early and be like, oh, whoops, at least I get a lot of
Stuff.
compensation.
Yeah.
Accidental lawsuits,
Oh.
There were no
All
lawsuits
right.
back then.
My number 14 is a big, epic, immersive campaign game that I am so sad I don't know when I'm going to be able to complete it since the move and we've lost part of the play group, but this is Oathsworn. It is so fantastic. I love the setting of this. I love the story that emerges. I'm halfway through. I think we're on 12, if I'm not mistaken. And I love the stories that come about. I remember very vividly certain events that have happened, the different characters that are involved in those moments. Immediately in playing this game, about 2 or 3 sessions in, I'm like, I want a TV show based in this world.
Yes.
I would absolutely watch Oathsworn, the HBO series, 100%. I think the story and the setting is that rich and that real and that adjacent to reality, where it has some like little supernatural things going on and some different undertones, that you're trying to investigate.
But would you watch Oathsworn, the CW series?
Honestly, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Give it to me on Nickelodeon. I'm probably still there.
Yes.
I think it's that good.
That I would watch.
Cartoon Network. It's a little more
Yeah.
gritty. I think we'll go that
Not
direction.
MTV, though.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Thank you,
no,
Ronan.
not on
Thank
TV.
you.
No, I don't want commercial breaks.
Ooh,
But yeah,
no.
and I love the 2-part story of this as well. Where you're going through the town and you're building up, and then something happens and you're going into either a big fight or I don't want to spoil too much. That's why I'm kind of stumbling here. It's like sometimes it's a fight, sometimes it's something else.
Okay, what I really
Just
want to
keep
know
playing.
is that rat on the front cover? Is that like human size or is that rat size?
No, he's bigger than a
It's-
human.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I think
he's
like
giant.
So that rat
I
on
need
the
to go,
cover
babies.
is actually the brood mother. And so,
Oh.
yeah, the all her
Sold with
little,
the babies.
brood is like attached to her back and like jumps off and like attacks
Are they
you. So
your
it's like-
size and she's bigger?
No, they're still smaller. I think they're like normal rat size probably because
Yeah.
you played quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
But then, I mean, definitely the
Are they
big the brood mother.
dog-sized?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Dog-
There you go. You got it.
dog-sized.
You won.
There.
They're big.
I gotta know the
14
size.
Oaths is
They're
important.
so big. All right, my number 14 is actually a crossover with Camilla, a very recent one. This is epic. This is a battle. It's an adventure.
Say it.
It is Oathsworn.
It's so good.
Nice.
Oathsworn
Oh.
is so good. There's so many things I love. But first of all, the narration is spot on. It is so good. The guy that narrates it, I think he was from Game of Thrones or something.
Yes.
It is unbelievable. And then we played one day, we got it, and I played it, and another group come over, and they wanted to play it. Like, all right, we'll run it back. And you play it again, and it's funny. It's like, and I let them make the decisions, and people are like, "What did you find out? What this guy had to tell you?" I'm trying to spoil it too.
Yeah.
He's like, and they're like, "No, we killed him." And it's like, wow, completely different direction.
But did you lie about killing him, or did you tell the truth? I did too. I totally lied. I was like,
It's-
no, I haven't seen him.
The branching parts of this are great because when you talk to somebody else who played it, you're like, I didn't even see that place.
Yeah,
you know,
I was like,
it's so
like,
good.
You have a party of 12? Strange. Mine's 11.
It's wonderful. And then this one, all of our minis are painted and stuff, which we can't play it now because now our trees are now in our Halloween village. You know,
wait
so
till
next month
November
or so.
1st.
Yes, we'll play this again.
We'll just take other things from your Halloween village. Be like, all right, I guess Red Bear and Snoopy is, you know, it's rain today.
I know. No, yeah, there's a huge rat also in our Halloween village. But this is
You could use Christmas
again,
trees.
It's
Do you have like the little pipe cleaner ones?
those. No, we should. But this one again, like everything Camilla already said about it. This one it blew my mind when I played it. I'm like, this is what it needs to be, and the fact that I think it's like 20 missions or something. It's something that's achievable if you just
Yes.
go through with it. You know, it's not like Gloomhaven
Yeah.
where you'll finish in the year 3000. You
Right.
know,
It's achievable if you don't move from Miami to Fort
Right.
Myers, right? Yeah, that's what you're
For
saying.
example.
That's,
Right.
Hypothetically.
Just throw that out there. But anyway, Oathsworn is fantastic, and it's our number 14.
All those times that Joey, I asked you, like, oh, is this, remember when you asked me a two-player game thing?
Don't.
I kept saying,
Hold on to hope.
I kept having to stumble in the middle of it and be like, let me make sure to say the right thing. Because I kept almost saying this one, which would have spoiled my list. Remember when I asked you if Iliad was my top two-player game? Oops. It's Iliad. This is
Wow, this one's really, really high.
really high up there. Yeah, this is from Biting Games writer
It's higher than
Knizia.
Blitzkrieg.
A great two-player. Yeah, higher than
Wow.
Blitzkrieg, higher than
right.
What was the other one in this set?
Toy Battle.
No, that came out with this one.
No.
Oh.
Can you imagine those two games
Odyssey?
next to each other?
Iliad. Sorry, no.
The Gods one with the
Icor.
monsters? There you
Icor,
go.
yeah,
Okay.
that one was like in the 40s or something like that.
Oh,
Both
okay, but this
very
one-
high. But yeah, I love this one. This whole idea of you play out a tile. If you're the red player, play on the red checkerboard squares. If you're the blue player, play on the blue ones. And you're trying to have the highest value in both columns and rows to grab the different god scoring tokens. As a really satisfying end game thing where you there's like an instant win condition if you have all of the god's favors and your opponent doesn't. If both of you or neither of you do, then you go to scoring. And I really like that tension of like, I know that, Camilla, you got more points than me, but I'm never going to let you get a Hephaestus, scoring token. And that's just going to like completely...
Sounds like a disease.
Sounds like what?
Sounds like a disease.
Oh.
I'm good.
Don't let it fester.
Don't tell my daughter that. She's all about the Greek gods right now.
To be fair, they all...
Kind of sound
They
Kinda
all-
sound like
yeah, no, that's
diseases.
kind of sound
fair.
like you need to see a doctor.
Yeah.
Can you check this hair on my back?
Yeah, this Poseidon's really acting up. Ugh. But no, this is my favorite of the bunch. This is my favorite right now head-to-head two-player game.
Huh.
And I think it's incredible what it does with such a simple rule set and a small component set. I love it.
That's cool.
try
That made
this
it
one
all the
then.
way to 13
Wow.
so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive. Well, my 13 is an oldie but a goodie. I think this is a crossover on your list, Chris. And this is Tzolk'in the Mayan Calendar.
Ooh.
This is what got me into painting. This is what got me into heavy Euro games. I mean, this is a game that's been around for a long time in my life. I love how you have to think ahead and watch as your workers progress around the gears, because you can only either place workers or collect them on a turn, and when you collect them, you trigger the actions that they're on. And yes, there's corn, there's lots of food. Thank you, Tom, for zooming in on that. You have to feed your workers. This is one of those worker placement games. More workers that you have, more food you need every year. But there are ways to mitigate that. There are buildings you can get that can discount you on what food you have to feed. But yeah, I just love the tension of this game. It's very tight resource-wise, and every tick of the clock matters. Yeah, it was a very good one.
Click of the talk.
Very nice.
Click of the talk, baby.
It's one I've never played, but I love watching just that. It's just
Yeah,
so
it
satisfying.
is.
It is. They all just move at
It's
once.
so nice. So satisfying.
Because you could just have 5 little tracks that you have to move every time.
No,
but
why would you do
so
that?
much better,
Why?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
You
we're
can have
lazy.
gears.
Lazy gamers.
Corn on the cog.
Oh, that's great.
All right, my number 13 is First in Flight. I love all the little things about this game. I love that I feel like at its heart, I would describe it as a push your luck game, because ultimately you're trying to take this flight and go 40 meters, in the distance that you can achieve. But if you have so many malfunctions in that flight that you're turning over one card at a time, then you crash, and so it's that race. The end game score or the end game trigger is going to be somebody makes it 40 meters, and then you go to points at that point and prestige. And so I love that mechanism of it, that it's a push your luck game that has a really strong game behind it with this time track mechanism, which I just adore. And that's where you have a circle of actions you can take, and you can go as far ahead on that track as you want, but never backwards. And whoever's furthest behind in that is the next player. So you also don't want to go too far ahead, because then you're getting the action you want, but you're also giving the other players more actions. And so it has that really good tension, I think, as well as those actions start disappearing, and you have to decide, are you going to add upgrades to your airplane so that you can fly further? Are you going to deal with those malfunctions to lessen your chances of crashing? Are you going, what are you going to do? You have all these things you need to do, but then at the same time, you also have to take flight. You have to go out and try to fly.
That's so scary.
And so just a balance of all those things, I think, comes together in a really, really fun package in this one. It's going to be First in Flight.
This is also from Genius Games, right?
It is,
Along
yes.
with Genotype?
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly have a type.
They sing for me. Yeah, they really do a lot of times.
No, that's
so
great.
I like them.
This is my top 100 last year. It probably would be again if I played it more, because I do love that push your luck element of it. It's like, how it's going to work out.
It's just fun, but there's strategy behind it,
There
too.
is.
It doesn't. I wouldn't call it a lucky game.
No.
The winner did not win on luck.
No.
And I like that about it.
Yeah, this is, it's funny, Subterra and this, now I'm realizing this maybe is there with Subterra on things I would not do. Be the first one to fly a plane, actually,
Oh,
Like,
interesting.
ooh.
But you can't address those malfunctions unless you fly, because you don't know about malfunctions in order to put them into your garage. So sometimes
I'm talking
I
about
have
real
done
life.
that.
Like, I would not be that guy
Oh, God.
flying that
Oh,
plane.
I see
No.
now.
I would die.
I don't ever want to be a
missed
test
that.
pilot.
I was like, no, yeah.
You're like, you need to do
I was
a
like,
malfunction.
but strategy.
I'm
And
like,
you're
I'd buy a
no,
ticket
no.
and watch someone else do it. is
I
what
would have
I'm
been a
saying.
late adopter when it comes to airplanes,
Yeah,
for sure.
like, ooh. Yeah, I'm even nervous now. All right,
Build
so
something and fly it, Joey.
there's zero chance. All right, my number 13 is a game that I have loved. It was 19. It's going up. It is an older game. I probably play this every con. And this is Wandering Towers. I love
play this a lot.
Wandering Towers. And it is so fun. It's easy to learn. And it's just one of those, it's like the shell game. You're going to know where your wizard is until you don't. And I've realized you will know where he's at. But once that big mega tower is formed, remembering which layer he's at, it gets really difficult. And also, I like this game because it makes people pay attention. Each time someone plays this, they love it. And the spells, by the way, 2 spells, don't ever do 2 spells. Do like 6 spells.
They're what
Have a
makes it fun,
lot
yeah.
of options.
Yeah.
And there are new spells. Like, I love the one that you then get to drop it on top of Raven's Keep, and it's closed until the beginning of your next turn.
What?
So no
haven't
one
played
can
that one.
drop in there. So you use like 2 or 3 potions to just close it. You're like, nope. And you're like, come on, man. And it's just holding pattern until, the spells on this are what make. And again, this one, they have little expansions coming out with different spells, and I'll keep buying them.
And those are great expansions.
Yeah.
That's like, new spell's cool. I can just mix that right in.
Exactly.
That's
It
great.
sounds like a recipe a lot of gamers shouldn't like.
Right.
Memory and some kind of take that sounding
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah.
But it just comes together so well.
Yes, it's so good. And then, when you're about to leave, you have to make sure no one else has the potions to do the piggyback, because they'll be like, you're taking me with you. We're both going to Raven's Keep. Thanks, buddy.
I want to figure that out thematically. Hold on before you go. All right, hop in. You couldn't have done it without drinking. Shut up!
It's so good. I think was it a World Series they had like a life-size one they were doing of this?
When you
I
say
haven't
life
seen
size,
that.
Oh, sorry, not life
Yeah,
size,
like,
a
okay,
bigger
hold on.
version.
I don't want to be covered by a tower.
That would be fantastic.
yeah, spelunking, building my own
Right.
aviation, playing life size, Wandering Towers.
Oh my gosh.
Where's
I'm
Bob?
in here, guys.
I
Bob?
haven't seen a
Red.
large version. That'd be fantastic.
It's pretty cool. So,
Cool.
anyway, 13 is Wandering Towers.
12 for me is a game that just fell out of my top 10, but it's been up there for a few years and still remains incredibly popular. This is Dune Imperium. I
Oh,
I
you
love
went
this
OG.
one. Yeah, I've played the new one a few times, and I think that it has its strengths and everything, but this is the one that I have owned for longer, and the one that I kind of come to, and I'll probably teach more easily, but either one's fine, you know what I mean? And it's almost like, which movie part did you like more?
Do you like
that one?
sandworms? Do you not like sandworms?
Yeah, sandworms are great.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nothing I dislike about
No.
the second one.
I agree.
Okay.
But
Also, something I don't want to do in real life is ride a sandworm.
This
on my list
I
of-
would do that.
This would cover a lot
You
of.
would do
of
that.
I don't have
games.
enough
Yeah.
upper body strength for that.
Building my own golem, fixing an oxygen generator in space by collecting sevens. There's a lot of things I don't want to do in real life.
Board games make me an awesome person, in theory.
Yeah, right. I can do so
Done a
much.
lot of really cool things through board games.
Yeah, the deck building in this, the worker placement, mixture
Done.
of those two things, it's done so well. The tight scrap for points. I can't imagine those people who play this at World Series of Board Gaming, because like after playing one game of this, I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, that was a lot of
Yeah.
I
work.
agree.
You're gonna go into round 2. Woo, maybe I should have lost that game. Right? It's so exhausting but
Yeah.
satisfying to play this one.
Maybe I should have.
Yeah. Dune Imperium, my number 12.
Dang. That one fell off for me this year.
Oh.
So I was wondering how long it was on. It was, this year.
This year it fell.
Yeah.
All right, my number 12 is what I thought your earlier one was, and this is Galactic Cruise. So this is my other brand new one from this year. This came, I think, out in January of this year, but I got to play it a year ago, and it has just been a fabulous game. I have loved and adored this. The theme is super well integrated, so you're planning a cruise. You need to put all the cool things on your cruise that people want to do, and you want to market to the right kind of people to come on your cruise. You're like, hey, this is more of an adventure cruise. Let's get the adventure people. But even if the family people want to come and do the adventure activities, that's cool too. But yeah, I just
Again, Wendy with the family.
It's like, I guess you can come, but you're not in my
Fine,
room.
I'll bring my daughter.
but yeah, I love the thematic integration in this. And this is one of those games, the very first time I played it, it was like 4 players. It took 5 hours. And at the end of those 5 hours, I was like, oh, that was 5 hours? That only felt like 2. Like everything in this makes sense because it fits in thematically. And you're just so excited to be able to put on those cruises and get those people out there. And there's just so much good going on. I love this so much.
And to be clear, it has sped up a lot since that first play.
Oh, yes, yeah, for
that's
sure.
not
Okay,
an
yeah.
average experience.
That's not an average. That's
learning
everyone
from the
was
rule book.
learning except the one person who was teaching.
I've heard that this is
And-
a really hard first play. Like, expect it to be really long.
Yeah, it's
like
a
on the
long
first
play,
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it all makes sense, which is good.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. My number 12 is a very thematic experience, I think, once again, and this is going to be Final Girl. So this is my highest solo game, solo only game, actually. And I love Geppetto. Geppetto's so good.
He is so good, isn't
Thanks,
he?
Andrew. No, I really enjoy this. In this one, you are a final girl, and you are trying to save as many people and ultimately kill the bad guy. I love the variability in this. You have a location, you have a final girl, and you have a bad guy. And any of those 3 elements can be interchanged and play together. So at this point, there's so much content for this, and really it's get what interests you.
Yeah.
You know, whichever of those boxes interest you, grab it. You don't have to get everything. You can just get what you want to play, and they play different enough that I find every play to be really engaging. This can be a really swingy game. That's probably its biggest downfall, I think, is it's like, cool, I just lost on like the 4th turn, you know,
Right.
but then I just reset up and do it again. I find this to be a lot of fun, as once again, when it's going to be a lucky game, but you feel like you have just enough mitigation, I guess, or control more so in the cards that you buy and spending your time wisely. Do you spend your time to do these skills and go around the board and try to save people, or do you save that time to invest in cards? Because your time is also a resource that you use to purchase new cards to, upgrade your hand and stuff. So I really enjoyed that. I enjoy playing all the different things together, and trying new matchups, I guess, in this
That's
one.
the thing.
Have you made a ranking video for these yet?
I have not, no.
That would be a cool thing to do.
I don't know that it'd be fair to do because I've not played all of them, because at this point, I mean,
okay.
there's 3 seasons
Challenge
and
accepted.
and a 4th one, possibly in the pipeline, and I don't think it's fair to rank them if I haven't played all of them.
I
No,
see.
that's fair.
So-
That's fair.
We should play
Yeah.
all
But
of them.
you could do a top 10.
I could do a top 10, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that'd be fun.
my number 12, Final Girl.
Yeah, I love this. Great game. All right, my next one, number 12, is a 2-player game. This one has rose from the 20s to now it is 12 because my wife and I played it a lot in indie, and we played a lot lately. This is Radlands. Radlands is great.
nice.
It's a 1v1 post-apocalyptic game, and it surprised me. It's 20 minutes, probably closer to 30 minutes, I guess. But the deluxe components are fantastic
It's
on
so
this.
pretty.
It looks so good. The artwork is the color scheme, I guess, is what pulled me to this. But then the more you play this, the more you see certain cards come out, and you're like, oh man, you got the sniper. I hate that guy, and I'm going to take him out. And it's almost like you feel the game going to shift if they get someone, and you're like, I got to take him out quick.
You start holding grudges for sure.
You do,
You
do, and it's like,
oh, I hate that card.
it's so simple, and you're watching that track as they kind of level, start moving towards you. I really, really enjoy this game. And, I mean, the production quality is insane in the fact that if you buy the deluxe, they give you a small little carrying, like a travel one to take on the road, or just use everything. This game, again, I love a Cult of Chrome. I think the expansions adds just enough. So, again, this game is just incredible for like a 1v1,
Such a great tense experience.
Yes.
Rather than it is 1v1, it's very, very head-to-head. I don't want to discount that, but it almost feels more like tense because you are building those events that you see kind of ticking down and coming, rather than just be like, I hit you, you hit me, I hit you, you dodge, I hit, there's more going on than that.
And you can't go ahead.
Oh yeah, that countdown of those events going down the side is so
It's
good.
insane.
Especially you can push some of them forward, and you're like, oh, you thought you had 2 turns to react.
Yeah. All right.
And you can't have one strategy that you always use in the game, because the camps that you draft are going to really help you mitigate what strategy you're going to use that game.
Yeah.
I love games that are that fluid in what they do. So anyway, Radlands is up there. It's 12.
11 for me is one that was mentioned by Wendy, this very list, a game that I play almost every year, once or twice a year with my family. This is Airlines Europe. There's no doubt to me that this is as high up as it is because it has a little more of that sentimental value.
Right.
But at the same time, it's a tremendous game. Anyone could jump into it. Very simple on your turn. Build up airlines and get shares of ownership, or take money. And I love games that have that type of do a good action or take a bunch of money kind of feel. Toy Battle does that. Play pieces or draw pieces, and it's just like that very simple little, how do I keep myself from being too money broke, but how do I make sure to take advantage of big moves now? I love that tension, and I think that this has also one of the most tense scoring, because there's in the big deck of cards, there's a few scoring events very procedurally placed in there. I say that because I've messed up the setup to this game so many times.
It's first you deal the cards, or you don't first deal the cards to people, and then you do
don't forget to deal the initial lineup, and then take a third of this, and then split the rest roughly in half, deal out 11 cards, and then shuffle those into the bottom, not the top.
I think you got it. I think that was exactly what the rules said. You've done this enough times.
I've messed it up enough times,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
But because of that, as you see that deck kind of diminishing, there's just that moment of someone buys a share, and you're like, I need one more turn, I love that tension in games. So yeah, this does so many things right. If you've never played it, check it out. Airlines Europe is my number 11.
That's good stuff. All right, my number 11 is King Domino. This one, I just like OG King Domino at 2 players. I think if I had only played this, the 4-player version with a 5x5 grid, I think it wouldn't be this high, but I really love that 7x7, trying to visualize how I'm going to expand my grid so I don't leave holes in it as I slowly fill it up. I just love it. I love the little Easter egg artwork that's hidden in between. You're looking at the wasteland and you're like, oh, there's a little wizard dude there.
You know what I mean? Like a dead body.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's a wasteland. What do you
know.
expect?
Which version do you play?
Okay, Radlands.
The dark version.
It's true.
Yeah, but I adore this game. I've played it so many times, and in fact, I'm playing on BGA right now. So I'm going to step out and take my turn, and y'all can finish the list.
Very right now. Got it.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, my number 11 is Chronicles of Crime 2400. Now, this is a placeholder for Chronicles of Crime in general. Talked about Destinies earlier, how that's kind of, that and Dark Quarter. I'm sorry, Destinies and Chronicles of Crime came together for Dark Quarter. This is still my favorite of the 3, and this is my favorite of the Chronicles of Crime series.
Okay.
I just love that cyberpunk techno feel to it. You also get these little upgrades. They're going to help you solve the crime, because that's really all this is it's a cooperative experience where you are going around and trying to solve some crime. A crime is presented to you at the start, and you're an investigator and have to go figure out what happened. And so by doing that, you're going around, you're meeting different people, table, and you're getting different objects and items, different clues, and you have to present those clues to certain people. Like you'll talk to one guy, and he'll, be kind of useless or whatever. Yeah, I'll come back to him later, and then maybe you find a letter or something, and you take that letter back and show him again. He's like, oh, okay, fine, I'll tell you, and then spills his whole story. And so you really have to kind of piece that together to find out what happened, whether it be murder or stealing or whatever it is in it. So I think this is a lot of fun and really brings a whole table involved as you are trying to figure out not just what happened, but why it happened and everything behind it. So the stories you're telling each other is like, oh my gosh, well maybe this, and oh, I just put it together. These two are having an affair, or oh my gosh, no, maybe that person's related to this person, and that's crazy, or
both.
This hidden oh dear, or this hidden identity over here. Maybe it's that guy we talked to a little bit ago because he said this also. So just I love to see the minds come together when you're playing this at 2 to 3, which is like my recommended
yes, I agree
number
with that,
for that.
100%.
More is way too much, and alone, I feel like you just kind of miss out a
Right.
little bit of that
Yep.
that group think, kind of coming together. So,
Yeah.
Chronos of Crime 2400.
Nice.
Casting this to a TV is fantastic.
Oh, it really is. Yeah,
Just adds that immersion to it.
And someone's saying here that they only have 1900. 1900 is really good as well. I think of that Millennium series, my favorite is 2400, then 1400, then 1900. But ultimately, I think that's just a preferred theme.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
the theme of
I
that
think
one, too.
all
All
of
the
this
stories are
series is
good.
really good.
Does this one, 2400, also do the goggles thing, or do they kind of do away with that, like where you look in the 3D crimescape?
You still do that.
You still do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't ever use the goggles.
No.
I just do the phone and move around.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, you can just do it that way.
Yeah, they still have that.
It's really good.
So yeah.
All right, my number 11 is, again, like I love Oathsworn, again, it's campaign, but it's really hard to take larger dungeon crawl and then give that campaign feel in a one-off. And this one I think does it really well. And this is Cthulhu Death May Die.
I just played this at the retreat.
Did you like
For the
it?
first time, I did.
That is not one
That
of
is
your
not your
have.
number 11?
Oh.
What's my number 11? I'm going to find out right now. Oh, it is Marvel United. I
See,
guess.
there was another
All
superhero
right.
game on the
Really?
list.
So it is. I'm gonna be all surprised in my next 10. Marvel United, yes. So I may have put that in there. This is similar to Cthulhu Death May Die, but Marvel United. Z and I just talked about DC United, the Batman Hush today, but Marvel United is one that my daughter does love. We've got everything for this. There's so much variability with all the different heroes and villains and all this. There's so much to love. Again, simple rule set, but a lot of strategy in this. And I think the DC one kind of, I'll put all United together, I guess, in this, because everything I think fits together so well, and you can really choose your complexity when you're choosing your heroes and your villains in this. And again, this is one that it's fantastic.
The same thing. It's very module, kind of
Right.
like I was talking about with Final Girl. Who do
Yes.
you want to play against too?
Yes. Yeah.
You build your own game almost.
It's fun when you get to know the characters a little better to say, like, oh, this villain is going to have a lot of need for heroic symbols.
Right.
Wolverine is not very good at that kind of a
Yeah.
thing. You can kind of compose your team a little more intentionally, I found.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's just there's so much. Again, I thought the chibi art would bother me, because I'm a big chibi person, but I think it's fine. I think it's cute. It kind of differentiates this from Marvel Zombies, which takes itself a bit more seriously.
Yeah.
This one, the chibi one, the chibi one just makes this more, fits into like your icons you're jumping around.
Yeah.
So.
It's definitely unique, and I feel like with so many Marvel games, I'm glad they went that way to make themselves stand apart.
Right, which I think my wife likes
So-
painting the faces on this a lot more than the zombie side, because
Oh,
they're just a
really?
little bit bigger.
Oh, not
You
me.
know?
I just
I
don't
like
paint
that.
the faces on Zombie Side.
Just
Make them kind of
Just
bleh.
make them zombie looking. Yeah,
Just
throw some,
stickers
throw
on
some
'em.
pus on there. You're fine.
So gross, but
Just have pus sitting around my house to throw on there.
so
you don't have a pus color? I do.
my,
It's nice.
my number 11 is Marvel United.
All right, and that's going to do it for us for our 20 through 11 games. So thanks for joining us here today for this Top 100. We will be back on Thursday for the finale of this series here, bringing our 10 to 1. In the meantime, don't forget to go to dicetowerwest.com, get your badge, and then immediately get your hotel room, because tomorrow those prices will go up. Today is the last day. October 1st, they are going up. So go grab your badge, your hotel room, and we hope to see you there. I'm Camilla.
I'm Wendy Yi.
I'm Chris Yi.
And I'm Joey Evans.
We'll see you guys.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vassell. Thanks for watching this video. Check out our channel. We have a lot of videos on our channel. We have live videos that go up each week, from live Q&As to videos where we take a look at the newest stuff on Kickstarter, crowd surfing, to top 10 lists and more. There's lots of stuff on this channel. We encourage you to explore it. You can find out more at our website, dicetower.com. I'm Tom Vassell. Thanks for watching another video on the Dice Tower.